If students really want to achieve the highest grades at GCSE, or at any other level for that matter, that sat-nav analogy of what do I need before I get in the car, where am I going to go, 5 minutes to think about the journey and then set off, you will have a better journey for you and a better journey for the examiner. The examiner will mark hundreds of these, and they'll be so used to reading students' work that's got lost. Because the student got lost, the examiner gets lost. That's how it works. And if you take that examiner on a journey where there's a really clear introduction, development, conclusion, and all the things you said you were going to take with you of language methods and vocabulary and tone and punctuation choices, you do that. You just take them on a really nice 5-minute journey. And that's what you're trying to do. And then they go to the mark scheme and they're applying that journey that you've just taken them on to a mark scheme. The student that comes after you that just gets in the car and drives off and keeps getting lost, that's the journey that they're taking the examiner on. So that's why it's important for students to do, no matter how unnatural it feels. Not just a skill for school, this is, or for GCSE for that matter, this is something that you would take into further or higher education. And even outside of education, if there was a job that you really wanted, you wouldn't just take the job application and go, oh, I'll apply for that, and you just write it and send it off. Maybe 1 or 2 in 100 people can do that and still get an interview. But again, for the rest of us, you would take the job application. You would highlight the key words. What do they want from me? What's really important? You might not be particularly looking for PALF in this, you might not be looking for purpose, audience, language, form, but you're looking for all the words of what do they want from me as a candidate? What do they want me to demonstrate for me to get this job? And then if it said, we want you to come in for an interview and give a 5-minute presentation, you think, right, well, in a 5-minute presentation, I've got to have an introduction. I've got to develop from that introduction, and I've got to conclude. So if it was 5 minutes, you might have 5 things and spend a minute on each one. So you'd plan 5 things to say. So scribble and sequence isn't just for GCSE. It's the idea that throughout your life, identify the key words that you've been given. Feel free to scribble down the ideas as they come out of your head. So it's quite a cathartic process to get your ideas out. And then with all those ideas in front of you, hopefully they're each in their own box. It's like a paragraph idea, a different box of information. And you number them into order, and that's your sequence, that's your flow and your structure from beginning to middle to end. And it's important for GCSE, but it's certainly not limited to an exam room.